all of the. That's just from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, the reality is not all the evidence ever really comes out unless it's. I don't think it's a fully public case. I mean, only certain stuff that came out was leaked. Like some of the videos of him running away and her chasing him was leaked and all that. But I believe 2 out of all the charges is what he's been actually hit with. So Marvel actually waited until they got a verdict, but as soon as that second hit, it was like the same second it hit the newspaper, bang, Kang is gone. Sorry.
And it's hard to say, right? He could absolutely be a piece of shit asshole, right? And
Always possible.
Then we know for a fact that other people have pleaded into cases just to be like, I want this over with. I want to move on with my life.
Yep.
And you have to just kind of say, all right, I will accept the lesser of these charges and move on.
Yeah.
And it does happen both ways. So it's hard to say until you see all the facts come out.
I wonder if they put like Marvel evidence into testimony. like sir, this guy in some instances has soloed Thanos.
But I mean, legitimately,
he should not be fighting a woman.
No, they could have asked the Watcher. He probably saw everything.
Yeah.
He did. Well, that's what he does. He's the universal voyeur.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to watch. That's what he does.
He's Dirty Dan.
It's in his name. That's what he does.
Welcome to the Sofa Kingdom podcast, where we do not care if you are a voyeur.
No, we don't. You're watching us right now.
Have your fun.
Yeah.
All 3 of us are here, ho, ho, and ho.
Yep.
Take your pick.
Right. One of us is kind of festive.
Yeah, and one of us is coming to town.
I was not gonna get up and change. I'm good.
Yeah.
No.
I just very last minute threw on my sweater.
I mean, your colors are fairly appropriate.
I guess. I came straight from the gym, so.
Regretting it instantly. It is hot in here. It is Florida. I will be steaming. All I got to do is walk over there and open said door.
Yep.
It is pretty cold for Florida.
For Florida, correct.
For Florida.
Yes, I did.
It's like 60 something, right?
Yeah.
Point out to a few people in Pennsylvania, hey, it's finally winter. I had to put on long sleeve weather, and they're like, what is it? I'm like, it's like 65.
A little cheers, gentlemen.
Some coquito.
Some homemade coquito with a family recipe,
Yep.
plus an additional cup of Puerto Rican rum.
It's like coconut Spanish eggnog, as I like to call it.
Just do not eat or drink the cinnamon stick.
Oh, why not?
Yeah, or go for it.
I love the little crunchy straw you people put in there.
It's not a crunchy.
You mean you? What do you mean you people?
I'm so glad you're you, because me, I would die instantly. Your body's just like, wrangle it up.
Oh,
I'm
man.
good to go.
Hey, make sure you guys circumcise your kids, man. I fucking...
That'll be the end of this podcast.
I did a circumcision today on a 44-year-old. It was
Horrible.
horrific.
Horrible.
I'm still seeing it. Probably why.
Oh my God! Why?
But
why?
By choice, or was there a medical issue?
I mean,
Because there is plausible medical issues if you don't take care of yourself.
My first thought was like, oh, maybe he got a new girlfriend, and she did not like the fluke worm, so she wanted it removed.
Yeah.
Whew, that's a
No.
lot of commitment.
This is
Wait, hold. The flute worm.
the fluke worm. Yeah, that's how I like to refer to uncircumcised individuals.
Never heard that one before.
But I
definitely need a shirt.
I
Definitely
found out in
fluke.
the chart later that the diagnosis was phimosis, which I later found out is like an overdevelopment constriction of your foreskin, where it literally you cannot like peel it. You cannot peel the banana. You know what I mean?
Phimosis is the different.
Well, there's paraphimosis. Paraphimosis is when you get your head out, but then it squeezes your head and cuts off all blood flow to your dickhead.
No.
Which is technically worse.
No. Yeah, I don't want to.
Little medical term here on this Christmas podcast.
You
But
know
anyway, what? This dude's Christmas is gonna be worse than all of
So-
ours. Because
I mean,
we
he is
massacred his
digging
dick.
the holes, bro.
No, we massacred this dude's
Yeah,
dick.
so
It was awful,
he was born essentially with his own little cage. You had to pay to get the key.
bro. At 44 years old, we flayed this man's dick.
That is a long time to wait.
What's
Played
the
it.
recovery time?
I have no fucking idea. I know we like sutured the skin back to the dickhead. It was awful, dude. I was like, it takes a lot to make me
Bro,
cringe.
like,
the shit
I
I've
mean,
seen.
I
was
would
cringing.
imagine you can't walk around with clothes
I don't know how you
for at
pop-
least a week.
I don't know how
Right?
you pop an erection. You got
just-
sutures,
oh
bro.
my god!
You got
Imagine,
sutures.
imagine you do, and it just
Oh no!
And like he's got it. The doctor,
No.
the doctor has a Bovie. The doctor's a friend of mine. He's a cool dude. But the doctor has a Bovie, which is an electronic like fucking wand that they
Yeah.
burn and cut with. And
yeah.
every time like the dick would bleed, he's like, oh, tss. And I'm like, oh man, like, tss,
Oh.
tss. And I'm just like,
Merry Christmas.
bro. Sometime tonight,
Ugh.
that Marcane is gonna be wearing off. It probably
Nice.
already wore off.
Oh man.
That motherfucker is
He's
having.
hurting.
He's having the
He's not
worst
having a good day.
Christmas out of everyone.
Not having a good day.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I mean-
okay, and I'm not gonna say this person's name, but somebody I know close to me has gone through their 3rd kidney stone this month.
Ooh. This
Third.
month
This month.
was it a series altogether, or are they just their diet is?
It might have been a series.
Bro, drink some water.
Of yeah, they are, and he's been going through it, but like. He told me, like, I'm like, man, I didn't see you last couple days. I'm not gonna say any particular places where, throw anybody under any buses. And then they're like, that person, how dare you? That person was like, I got another one. I'm like, what?
Oh boy.
How? How is that even possible? Why does God hate you?
Kidney stones are no joke, bro.
Yeah, but
Fuck that. I
have you
drink
heard of
so
this?
much
You
water.
work in the medical field. Like, is this a common thing that
I know some people are
multiple
almost
or
some
prone to it?
predisposed.
Some people are prone to be stone formers. Yeah,
Wow.
and like there's different types of stones. There's stones that like come from calcium. There's stones that come from other minerals. Stones that come from dehydration. Like,
Yeah.
like if you eat a lot of fucking sodium, like it pulls calcium out of your body, and your kidneys go, what the fuck? And like it forms stones.
So too much salt.
Too much salt can be it. Not enough water. There's a bunch of reasons why you get different types of stones. But
Stay
they-
hydrated.
Yeah.
yeah, drink a lot of fucking water.
Yeah.
Water is your friend.
Drink
Water is
a
your
lot
friend.
of coquito.
Yeah.
A lot of coquito.
If you're pissing and it's clear, good.
You're
Keep it up. Keep it
You're
up.
solid.
Yeah, you pissing it's yellow, drink water.
Yep, you're already dehydrated.
Yep. So you do not want to do that because I remember I brought a woman down a couple months ago and she solved it for me. Like she is a mother of 4 kids.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I'll tell you straight up. She's like, fucking kidney stones are worse. I was like, really? She's like, she's like, I've had 4 kids. She's like, and I've had 2 kidney stones. She's like, I guarantee you that kidney stones are fucking worse. She's like, I see people having kids again. I don't see people willingly having kidney stones again. I was like, you got a good fucking point there.
So don't they have a way of like through like I don't know, we got modern technology like sonic vibrations
break
of
it up.
breaking them up.
Yes,
You can break
that
it up.
is quite literally what they do.
Yeah,
to
they-
break it
Okay,
into.
okay.
But you still have to
Lithotripsy.
pass it out.
Yeah. It's still got to come out your dick.
Don't they got like a straw like they just
They can.
No,
Go
that's
in there.
that's a moil.
Yeah.
We moved on to a new topic.
that's a moil.
God. Oh, God. Darkness.
Why is that still a thing? Why is that still
Religion.
Yeah, but I think as a
The
society
same reason there's war all over the planet.
we've grown past certain things, right?
You would
certain
hope to think
you
so.
would hope
You
so.
would hope
get
to think so.
outdated. Also, who the fuck signs up for that job?
I mean,
The subway guy, besides Jared.
I don't want to say it because those people are in the news right now.
Anyway,
Now-
moving on to
Well,
be gently.
I
Go
wish
ahead.
I remember the guy's name. There's a gentleman in prison, and he's killed, I believe, 5 pedophiles. So he's in front of the judge,
How much is his bail?
and he literally tells the judge, "If you keep sending them in here, I'm gonna keep killing them."
Oh no! So he's doing God's work in jail.
Yeah,
Hey, listen.
yeah,
bless
he's
this man.
looking for them.
Let's send
So-
him some Christmas cookies.
Bro, I just saw a guy's shirt at the gym tonight. There's a little dude, little Jack Black dude working out at the gym, and his shirt said "Kill all pedophiles." I was like, dude, nice fucking shirt. I was like, I love your shirt, sir.
Yeah, there really is no in between for certain offenses, and that's one of them.
That's one of them that's like universally. Well, I wouldn't say universally because I have heard some weird off the fucking like beaten path support for
But
that.
people are
where
fucking
people always
idiots.
go, "Love is love" and all
Bro,
this shit.
he's like, "The
they're born
fuck
that
it
way.
is."
The fuck it is.
How did you drink that coquito that fucking quickly? I'm still sipping this bitch like.
Listen,
Yeah.
say what you want about you Spanish people. You make a good cookie.
Hey, all right.
Reference, folks. This is made with Bacardi 151. It's probably the highest proof rum you
I
can
just
find.
left the
Yeah.
gym.
And if
I'm
you listen to
dehydrated.
Big Pun, according to Big Pun, rum 51, one sip will make a motherfucker flip. Okay,
That's what he says. That's what he says.
That's what he says. And he is like, I just lifted 3,000 pounds and drank the
It was
mojito.
back day.
So
it wasn't too bad.
151 is I believe around 75% alcohol. It It is a hair off of being moonshine, essentially.
It was delicious. What do you want me to say?
Well, I gotta keep giving him a pound. He's like, this shit is great. I haven't got a single complaint. Actually, I had one almost hater at my gym. I'm giving them away, and she was like, everybody says that their recipe's the best. I'm like, yeah, but everybody's not me. And then 2 days later, guess who was right? Me.
She had a kidney stone.
She had a kidney stone. Yep.
That'd be a good superpower. You know?
Kidney stones?
To be able to give them to people.
Bro, if you
Just give it
Oh.
Imagine in the middle of a fight, like if you just give
you're
Superman
like,
a
bang
kidney
bang,
stone.
you're gonna feel this later,
Ah!
bitch.
Fuck you, Superman.
Oh, that's fucked up.
you may think you're winning.
I have a lump of kryptonite in my kidneys.
I mean, the X-Men did have to fight against Vertigo. That guy was kind of a dick, right?
Yeah.
He would give everyone Vertigo. Vertigo is not.
Remember,
fun.
remember last episode where we ended it with saying you wish you had the power to come on command? That'd be the superhero, but the bad guy is just giving people kidney stones.
They have given some bad powers to people. There was one person who I believe they could use their
gonna
power
open this.
once because they would explode. That was their power.
You a little warm?
I'm gonna get some cool air in this bitch.
I'm gonna laugh when a fucking coyote runs in
Yeah,
here.
the other
live
person-
on air.
It would make for an excellent podcast.
Yeah, there's one
Do you
person
think
where
the three of us could take on a coyote and kill it?
Yeah,
I mean,
Coyote?
one of us would have to be a human sacrifice. Somebody's gotta have
well,
to
one
get
of us has to
bit.
sacrifice their forearm.
Somebody's
Yeah,
gonna get bit.
You're gonna have a bad day, but it is a plausible win.
Yeah, I
Coyotes
think
are
so.
fairly small. I think
Yeah.
if once you get above coyote, you're really gonna risk.
And it's not
Like
a cat, right? Because cats are more agile,
Like a mountain
much
lion?
more
Yeah,
dangerous.
we may have
It's
a-
really just the mouth you
Yeah.
gotta kind of
Mountain
worry
lion
about.
might kill all three of us. I don't know. It might.
Might. But
If
I think we're going out swinging.
if it wanted
I mean?
to, I'm pretty sure it can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got more weapons than we do.
I mean, coyotes what, like 20 pounds?
Yeah. But I think it's
they're
really
kind of small.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
I don't think
really,
they're
you
all
have to
that
a
big.
bounce on it.
timberwolf is probably gonna kill
Oh,
us.
Timberwolf you're dead.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
You're dead.
I seen it, The Gray with Liam Neeson. That motherfucker looked like he took one out.
Yeah,
giant
you know what
drunk
he also
Scotsman.
does?
He
He walks
pisses
around
himself.
pissing himself on a regular basis. All right,
Liam
So-
Neeson could probably walk in a room with a mountain lion and a timberwolf and walk out.
That is one person I'm definitely not offering coquito to.
He's pissing on your couch.
Like, why do I smell coconut? Liam, did
His
you piss
Scottish
yourself
accent.
again, you motherfucker?
Yeah, he'd be like, "Thank you for the coquito, Nelson." He's
I
fucking
mean,
pissing
damn,
all
that
over your fucking
feels
couch.
good, right? Like,
that's not a
Well,
bad
it's nice.
breeze.
yeah,
Nice.
I'm
Nice.
not mad at that breeze. It feels pretty good.
It's a
man.
creeping cold. I like it. I love it.
All right,
Yeah.
guys, let me ask you. Favorite holiday movie? What is your go-to? I have a new one. So if you guys want, while you think, I'm going to start. My new, it was Elf. It was A Christmas Story for a long time.
Yep.
Then it graduated to Elf because I love me a good comedy.
Yeah.
And my new thing is my modern day Die Hard. It's still Hawkeye. I've been 3 years running since it came out. I love to watch it.
It's not a bad pick.
It's not a
Not
bad
a bad
show.
pick.
It's
It
fun.
definitely had a
family
Christmas
friendly.
feel to it.
It had that Christmas
It
vibe
was
to it.
literally Christmas time.
Yeah, their last
He's
episode,
literally
he's
trying-
fighting on a Christmas tree.
He's trying to get home with the presents to his family.
Disney knew what it was doing.
They
Yes.
did well. They did well. So that to
They
me is my
targeted their
new,
market really well.
my new traditional Christmas movie.
I mean,
TV show, I should say.
Die Hard's always a good one. I haven't jumped to Hawkeye yet. Die Hard's always. There's always that saying, "It's not Christmas till Hans Gruber falls off Nakatomi Plaza."
Goddamn right.
Yes.
Goddamn right.
Yep.
Me personally, me and my brother always watch A Muppet Christmas Carol.
I'm up.
And
That's
we
a
started
classic.
a tradition last Christmas, which we're going to try to carry forward. I think a ghost just walked in here, but it's all right. Hopefully, Spirit, you are a good spirit, and if you're here, we invite you in the Nelson.
Have some cookies.
I am
Can't
in
be
a
mad.
direction where I can't see what is happening until it already happens.
It's okay because we've invited
The
into
door
Nelson.
opened in an aggressive manner in which it looked like somebody was gonna walk in.
Yeah, I did see it start to open. I was like, "Oh, we're fucked."
I'm
We're
like,
fucked.
who
Way to go,
the fuck
Nelson.
is walking in here?
We're gonna have a live guest here in the studio.
But
that's gonna murder
also,
us.
somebody's gonna get beat up on camera.
Unless it's a mountain lion.
Yeah,
Unless it's a Florida
unless it's a
cougar.
mountain lion.
But we started a tradition, me and my brother, last Christmas where I don't know why the fuck this happened. We were driving around and we were looking for eggnog because we were going to mix it with whiskey.
Right.
Couldn't find any eggnog. All the fucking
Damn.
stores in Pennsylvania you'd think would have eggnog. No.
Nothing.
Couldn't find shit. We drove to Walmart. It was negative 20 degrees. Couldn't find fucking eggnog.
Damn.
So anyway, we ended up, the only thing we could mix with this whiskey and have with it was pickle juice.
Oh,
So we had picklebacks. We took shots of picklebacks. We watched a Muppet Christmas Carol, and whenever they would sing any song, whenever a song would start, pickleback.
That's great.
And we got fucked up. I mean, it was bad. Like, I got drunk watching them up. So this Christmas, we're getting more people in on it.
That's awesome.
We're having more people over to the house
awesome.
to actually watch them up at Christmas Carol and shoot
picklebacks.
picklebacks. So I'm actually
it.
looking forward to it.
Okay, so for you,
Christmas Eve, I'm going to get shitty.
It's a Muppet Christmas and
I don't
picklebacks.
think I really have a particular. I'm even scrolling through some to like remind me, but
What the Grinch with Jim Carrey?
The Grinch is pretty good. The thing is,
It's got to be something that you're watching though, in the spirit, in the month of December. That's like, okay, now I know Christmas is coming.
Yeah,
is
see,
there nothing that really creeps up on you like
here's
that?
the thing. I don't like watching shit a second time. I don't like
I
playing
don't
games.
mind it. I don't mind it.
I
Yeah.
can I can count on one hand the amounts of video games I've gone for a second playthrough. Once I have the story, if I remember it, I'm good. Even Star Trek, I've
Yeah.
watched it
Bro, I beat-
twice through, but I haven't bothered to go a third time.
Yeah.
Stargate, the same thing. Like,
I beat Chrono Trigger every 1 or 2 years. I just go
Yeah,
through
I
it.
think a good movie or a good TV show is kind of like a good song. Like, it's not necessarily over. You're going back in there for the greatest hits, for that nostalgia, for that feeling. And then there's other movies for different holidays for whatever reasons, or just in
if
general.
I'm
they're
skipping
like,
through
it
and I
sucks.
see something, I'll leave it on.
Yeah.
But I don't go out of my way to watch something I've seen, especially if I still remember it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Way to bah humbug the fucking Christmas movie.
No,
special.
he's whatever. He's honest. He's honest.
yeah. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. Grinch.
Les Miserables is always a good one. My favorite musical. My favorite musical.
I mean, even one of the like 3 games I've played a second time through. One, I did it as a speed run challenge because I was like, I'm like an hour off the time, and I was just playing regularly. I think if I'm holding the run button, I'll break the fucking record. Granted, this was many years ago, and the record was in a book, and it was probably way past beaten by then.
Yeah.
By the time it was published, but I was looking at it like, I'm pretty sure I fucking got this.
Nice.
How close did you get?
I beat it by 30 minutes, but I don't know what the official record on it. It was Dino Crisis.
Oh shit, I remember that.
Yeah, it was a short ass game to begin with.
It was Capcom's like weird little brother to Resident Evil that kind of went
Yeah.
swept under the rug.
Yeah, I never played
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either.
Somebody made a game, Resident Evil, and they said we can do this with dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's essentially it. There was a handful of games that really
You shot a lot of raptors.
They followed-
T-Rex would show up.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
weren't very many good dinosaur. Turok was decent,
Turok, Dinosaur
right?
Hunter. Yeah.
Dinosaur Hunter.
There was
I don't
that
know
fighting
any
game
other-
with Jurassic
I mean,
Park.
if you want to count the machines that are dinosaur-like in Horizon, that is the best done game with dinosaurs.
Never played
me
it.
personally, like, I don't know. I know you weren't a fan of the newer game that you played in the series, but I liked Monster Hunter World.
Okay.
Monster
Yeah,
Hunter
yeah.
World, not the one you played.
Yeah.
I've queued it up. I've never turned it on though.
Yeah. Monster Hunter World was really, really fun just because how many people I played it with. I played it with my brother,
Right,
my roommate,
right.
like all these people
And that
were
will
queuing
definitely
up
make
at once.
a game much more entertaining.
Also, the more you killed something, the better you got, and you would start to build your equipment around that,
Right.
and make
Yeah.
you more efficient at killing it. And it made, like you could tell what a player liked to do with his time by his build.
Specialties.
If he had full armor and weapons of one monster, you're like, oh, I wonder what the hell you're
I've,
hunting.
I've been leaning far more into single-player games.
I have
Just
my whole life.
because then I get to play at my own pace, at my own time. You don't get it back on a week later, and everybody else is like hours and hours ahead of you, and now you're the weak one in the group. Like shit, I have
4
to be
hours
carried.
and hours behind you.
Yeah,
I do sometimes do that when I get the shit kicked out of me. I remember my roommates, my old house, would beat me at Mario Kart, at the new one, Mario Kart 8.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Like the one day I had off work and school. So like all fucking day for 12 hours, I just picked Bowser and looked up online, like what's the best build for Bowser to maximize his speed. And like I
Yep.
did the tracks that I was losing on, and I fucking mastered the... And I remember that night, we all, let's all have some drinks and play Mario Kart. And I fucking smoked everybody. I was like, no. I was like, I've been training for the last 10 hours straight. I have blisters on my thumbs.
that little
fucking
drift
go.
makes a massive difference
In every turn.
Oh yeah,
It gives you a little boost of speed.
That's a need for speed.
And hang out in second
Underground.
place so the fucking blue turtle shell doesn't fuck your asshole. Whoever put that in the game is a fucking dick.
It's amazing. It's for that person who can't.
They were
catch a
communists.
break.
They were communists.
Yeah, absolutely.
Die, capitalist scum, blue
Yeah,
shell.
absolutely lose.
Look at the winner,
guaranteed.
2 minutes ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
Blue shell.
To this day, Need for Speed Underground is my favorite racing game of all time. There's something
mine.
about it. It came
Mario
out just
Kart.
around the same time as like Fast and Furious 1.
Yeah.
And it was like making the custom cars. They were
Remember
badass.
Midnight
it was
Club?
a city. Midnight Club was a good one.
Rockstar's
That was a
attempt
good one.
at a racing game.
Yeah. You know,
I remember like there was a Chevy S10 that was way too fucking fast. I remember being like, no.
there's just no way.
Like, there's no fucking
No
way
way.
this Chevy is gonna beat this Honda Civic hatchback. Shut up. Like,
I think I play one racing game per generation. And generally, it's because they're the best looking game when the console first comes out. And it's the best way to enjoy
usually
the new
Forza.
console and just show like, no, this is why I got it. Look how pretty it is.
right.
So Horizon 5 was the Forza game. That's what I had played this time around, and I got into it pretty deep. I had got the wheel and everything to go with it.
oh no.
It's fun, but
You were in.
it takes setup and adjusting
Time.
everything and a lot of space.
I almost got
But,
Gran Turismo 5. I almost did,
Oh.
but I was like, come on, you're not that big of a racer.
Has
Yeah,
anybody seen that Gran Turismo movie yet?
I haven't even looked up reviews on it. I saw it just dropped on
It's-
Netflix.
It did.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet,
haven't
but I
watched
don't.
it.
It'll be like one of those rainy days.
It just
nothing
seems like
better
a dumb fucking idea. Like I
watch.
get it. It's a true story. It really happened. I get it.
Yeah.
It was an experiment. But what the fuck kind of logic is
Yeah.
that? Hey, let's put these little fucking asthmatic nerds that are good at Gran Turismo behind the wheel of a goddamn
What's-
ment. It's different.
It is truly the
different.
definition of a social
It,
experiment.
it is different,
Right, yeah.
except
Just
for
because this kid is the best online in Modern Warfare 3 doesn't mean we should send him to fucking Kosovo.
I mean,
he's
let's
not. He's
try.
gonna die.
We should try.
He's
though.
going to
We-
fucking
we
die.
should try though.
the
But look at his kill rate.
the thing is that the simulations have gotten down to the point where they scan every inch of the track.
Right.
They replicate it the way it actually is in real life into the game. And then they've gotten the physics down with the cars to the point where people have started taking things they learn in the simulations and have been using them in real life and actually winning with them. Because they go, oh, you can run this risk in the simulation and find out the outcome, and you're like, "Ooh, we've calculated this. We can try this in real life now." Like one dude
I
won.
want to see where it stops at.
One dude won by actually keeping the car up against the fence and then riding it out because he found out on one of in this particular spot in the track, like, hey, in the simulation, I stayed on here and it allowed me to actually maintain my speed and get where I needed to be at the time I needed, and then he apparently did it in real life and won with it.
That's fucking.
He's
crazy.
like, it happened in the game one time, so I
like-
was here and it was gonna happen. I just went with it.
Congratulations, Jimmy. You were the #1 player at EA Sports UFC 4, so you win a fight with Francis Ngannou.
I'm out.
We think you can do this, Jimmy.
The
You're
simulation
240
rigs,
pounds and diabetic, but
Yeah.
we like your chances.
the simulation rigs are absolutely insane now because they got full hydraulics. They're essentially a theme park ride in your house. People are
Right.
spending the cost of a fucking race car to fake a race car in their homes at this
Right.
point.
That's
I mean,
pretty
it's
wild.
absolutely insane.
I
When
mean, I guess
COVID-
if you're gonna
So
do
you
it,
know where it's going next, right?
if you're gonna do it, it might as well be a racing game.
It's simulated sex dolls with these VR systems.
it was
you have the highest
always going
It's-
there.
that's where
it
it's
was
going next.
always going
You
there.
have the highest fuck score, so
We would like to pull you into this movie.
Brazzers is offering you a contract. Brazzers is offering you this contract.
That's where it's always going with humanity. It's just like, how can we do the most perverse shit?
Well, they
ever?
always wonder, can we fuck it? That's what I'm always worried about if we ever
Yeah.
do meet an alien. like, can we fuck it? Like, that's all the memes were when they came down to, what was it? When they said Area 51, they were going to release the bodies. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And people, there was like a thing where people were trying to break into Area 51 to be the first person to fuck an alien. I was like, come
Oh
on,
yeah,
guys.
people got
That's-
into a large crowd.
That is disgusting. Also, Eddie was
And
there. I was wondering why he took a
they-
trip to New
I will
Mexico.
reserve my right, whether it's disgusting, until I see the alien.
they had to warn the crowd, we are a military base.
We will shoot you.
We will use force if you keep coming here.
Don't show up like a fucking asshole
In a robe.
trying to fucking alien
Naked
corpse.
in a robe. Like, where are they at? Where's the Greys?
I mean, you got to give him credit for showing up, though.
I mean,
right?
if it's like xenomorph alien, no, I probably won't try to fuck that. But like if we're talking like Lex, like that alien.
See,
from
there
Lex,
wasn't a
yeah,
definite though. There wasn't a
no.
definite.
No, he
No.
said maybe.
I said probably won't.
Probably.
Like, it depends on their personality.
Skin color doesn't matter. To
No,
you, like
no.
blue, green,
Two mouths
purple,
that shoot out,
two
spiked tail, acid blood. I'm fine as long as you're a sweet person. Deep
Okay,
down.
all right.
You know, I'm
Good
not gonna-
personality.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rule you out.
Yeah, they can make
Besides,
you laugh a little bit. Yeah.
The Predator might be an asshole. You know?
Yeah.
So what? Like, maybe Alien is justified. I don't know.
What if the Predator reads a lot and he's more like Kelsey Grammer when you get to really know him?
The Predator is like a super Republican. He's
Yeah,
like the lead. If the guy that runs Jimmy John's could be like an all-powerful alien being, he'd be Predator.
My
Like,
God.
let's go to this other planet and just round these people up and slaughter them. Like that, it's basically what he does. I mean, he fucking, they live to, what the hell's the name of their species? It's like the Yautja or something. I used to
I
read
don't
the
recall.
comics. I used to
Yeah.
read the comics. And I was really into it. And they like just build their whole like society on like going to other planets and killing like that's why they like the aliens. That's why the xenomorphs are like really prized.
They're a
to them.
difficult hunt.
Right.
They are theoretically the predators believe that the aliens, the xenomorphs, are the hardest thing to kill in the entire universe.
That's pretty crazy.
So that's why they hunt them.
Until they
the
met Batman.
Well, no, the predators used to. It's actually fucked up, but the predators used to drop alien eggs off on certain planets and let them go for like 10 years.
And then come back.
And they would come back when the aliens have colonized the planet and kill whatever hybrid alien has spawned on there. Because that's the thing with the xenomorphs. If you watch what the hell, Prometheus, I think was the
Right.
first one.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck, like the alien,
Timeline-wise,
whatever
yeah.
the face hugger gets on,
Yeah.
it'll be an alien that'll
kind
burst
of
from your
absorbs
chest, but
it.
it kind of takes characteristics from whatever it takes.
It's using your
Nice.
DNA to make its DNA.
Right.
You're
like
still in
the,
there.
Like the black xenomorphs that we see, like the warrior aliens, the traditional, they look like that because they're killing humans.
Right.
In the third Alien movie where Ripley's alone on that prison planet, the alien kind of runs on all fours and it's fast because it's a dog that it comes
Oh, okay.
comes from.
I would
So
think
it's much
now,
more feral and it's on
if,
full fours.
if they were dropped off like in a gentrified part of Manhattan, like that xenomorph would just have like fucking a man bun, sipping a little bit of coffee with that extra mouth, just like
Hear me out. I think we take a xenomorph egg and we hatch it on a polar bear.
oh, Jesus.
And we just roll the fucking dice, baby. We just roll the fucking dice. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens.
yeah. You just put him next to Gorlock.
There was a pred alien. There was a pred alien in the one comic series.
Have a morbidly obese
Predator
alien.
fused with an alien. That thing was out of fucking control.
That's awful.
That
That's
thing was
a
out of
terrible
control. It was
idea.
out of control. It was out of control. But that's I want to see where it goes.
Okay.
See where it goes.
I-
I was a big fan of Alien versus Predator. I was a Dark Horse comic guy.
So what do you think about aliens versus cowboys?
I did not see that because I saw the trailer. So I left that one alone.
I had to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's as bad as you think it would be.
Yeah. They did a lot of crossovers though. They did Predator versus Tarzan.
But what
They
I
did
don't understand,
Batman, you
yeah.
mentioned that.
What I don't understand
Batman
is,
1?
yeah, even faced with like aliens, right, coming in and trying to murder everybody, and we're at the point like, okay, we know we're being attacked by aliens, and we still find it within ourselves to infight just enough,
Oh, yeah.
to be dicks to each other. I would like to think, as the human race has progressed in its form, if aliens were coming down to fuck with us, that we would
Rise as one.
rise as one.
Independence Day is a great movie.
I would.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
I
I don't know though.
I would hope to think that would be the case.
I would like the powerhouses
There are
to
some
get
people though,
together.
especially in this day and
Unfortunately,
age.
there are some people, and I do believe there will be at least a handful of factions
I guarantee you there will.
that they would still rather go down, dying, dragging everybody else fucking else with them for their own particular way they
Yeah.
view the world versus actual survival and
Yeah.
moving
I
forward.
also think there'd probably be a large cluster of people, probably in Oregon, with like nose rings and shit that would side with the fucking aliens. I think they would side
Man,
with
we
them.
should die.
Finally, you're
Yeah.
here. Like, finally, you're gonna kill everyone else in this fucking world.
I-
Like, I can see them. I can see them.
Have you guys ever seen V?
Yes.
I think
Where
that
you
if
peel
we,
their skin away, it's like black and reptilian.
yeah, but I think the way
Lizard
that they
people.
Sci-fi
invaded
channel.
Earth
Hillary
is,
Clinton.
is probably the way we would get invaded, with promises of luxury and technology and equipment, and they slowly integrate themselves into society,
Raise taxes.
bring more in, more in,
Yep.
more in, and then boom, go in for the kill. I would think that
I think they're here. I think Hillary
the
and
Trojan horse style.
Hillary and what's
I
the
mean,
guy
they-
from Facebook? Zuckerberg.
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 I mean,
yeah,
they
Zuckerberg.
did that with they did that episode in Stargate as well. Aliens came down. They solved world peace, hunger, disease, this, that, and it became long enough where then people started realizing birth rates are going down. They're telling us we're healthy, but nobody's really having kids. And then they realize, oh, they're in a mass sterilization now that everyone is comfortable. And we're on a train we can't fucking get off. They're just
since we're on the fucking
they're
subject,
taking our solar system.
What about Santa? Santa's hundreds of years old.
He's a magical
He's
being.
hundreds of years old. He can travel at a speed where he sees one child every something nanosecond, so that he's able to see all the children in the world in one 24-hour period.
Yes.
I mean, fuck, man. He's able to contract his body from a large Polish man to go down any. Some houses don't even have chimneys. He still gets in.
Human hybrid.
Here's the thing: if
he eats so many calories, he eats billions of calories.
He's like the Flash. The Flash essentially has to eat so much calories.
Got to keep moving.
The speed.
Now, if you go by the way Santa Claus works in the Santa Claus movies, Santa Claus is not that old. In fact, Santa Claus dies pretty often. So often that the elves are like, oh shit, new Santa, welcome in, sir.
So Santa's
this
like
is
Zorro?
what you got it. They just move it along like, fuck it, new fat guy. I think by lore, there's been 50 Santas in the Santa Claus franchise.
Interesting.
They outright don't act like shit happened when Scott Calvin walks in there and the other guy is dead. They're like,
New guy.
you put the suit on, too bad, you got the job. Here's your list. We're moving you along.
Fucking elves, man. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. In the Lord of the Rings, you can't trust them.
What the fuck? So they said, doing the math, if he does visit all the homes he needs to, the people that still believe in Santa, he's moving at 4.7 million kilometers an hour, which is slower than the speed of light, but it is 650 miles per second, and he is going 3,000 times the speed of sound. He's allowed to spend 100 microseconds at each house.
But how's he checking that list and checking it twice?
He checked it. Not only did he check it, he checked the list, he ate the cookies, placed the fucking presents. I mean, if he's moving at that speed, if he went into your house, he would blow the fucking house to pieces. It would be like a warhead.
Yeah.
struck your
Okay,
house.
so we all know Santa's fat and jolly, right? Do you think he got game? You think Santa Claus is
if
like...
he's moving at that speed, Mrs. Claus is very happy. I mean, he's generating
or she doesn't know at all what's going on.
Right. I mean, if he's moving that fast at that speed and he's able to be that gentle, he could probably not only go into the house and drop off Jimmy's toys, he could fuck Jimmy's mom.
It's never been explained how all those elves got there.
Oh, he's been stuffing stockings for a long time, brother. He knows what's up. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
If we're looking at this kind of math, I want to see Santa fight like some juggernauts. I want to see like Santa fight like some X-Men.
Is officially in the Marvel universe.
Did he not fight Lobo in DC?
And he's a bad motherfucker.
He fought Lobo, I believe, in DC. Yes.
He is God level mutant in Marvel.
He's fucking old. He's fast.
Is it Thanos? He beats down I believe it's Thanos every year to give him coal. Like he runs through his shit, fucks everybody up, and here's your coal.
Did you guys see?
You ain't hiding from this motherfucking coal.
Did you guys ever see Violent Night? The one with the guy. He was like the sheriff from Stranger Things.
I haven't seen it.
Yet.
I did watch it. Santa is like a Viking god. He's like a Viking hero, and he found this hammer hundreds of years ago, which turned him into Saint Nick. Like the embodiment of joy, but he was a warrior.
Right.
He became Santa on a battlefield. So like for hundreds of years he's been peaceful, just dropping off toys, and then when this like kid gets abducted, he reverts into his old self, and he's like unstoppable.
He's like, I'm coming for you.
Well, you can't stop him. He's bulletproof.
Was it good?
Oh yeah, it was great.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Santa's this legendary Viking warrior.
Santa had the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, Santa. There you go. So Santa can fuck some shit up. Like that's what I'm saying.
And it looks like I believe it looks like it was Thanos. So like every year
Popo
he
Gijo,
beats
man.
down whoever's protecting Thanos so he could give him coal.
Yeah. And then he's got his whole counterpart, Krampus, the spirit of dark Christmas.
Yes.
He shows up and murders your child and drags them to hell. I mean, there's a whole new German thing right there.
We need to see this Santa versus Krampus.
But we're too soft. We're
live
too
on
fucking
screen.
That should be the name of the episode: Santa versus Krampus.
Santa versus Krampus.
Who is strong?
I like it.
One is the embodiment of joy and loves elves. The other travels with demons.
I don't know enough about Krampus's powers. So
Well, Krampus, like just imagine that. Like you live in like Europe and like they need a story. Like Santa's gonna bring all the good children toys, but like we weren't taught that because Americans are too soft. So like we were like over there, they're just like if you're a bad kid,
Krampus is gonna kidnap you, stuff you in a bag, beat you up.
Yeah,
here's his powers:
death.
immortality,
Okay, that's pretty good.
superhuman strength,
I gotta come with it.
speed,
Yes.
stamina,
Okay.
teleportation,
Okay.
strength, durability, invulnerability, and toy manipulation.
Here's Santa and Thanos.
Toy manipulation.
Oh, is that Darkseid? Is that Darkseid?
Hey.
Hold on.
Oh, there he is with Grey Hulk. Ooh, do they got him in both universes?
He might be because
I
he fought
think
Lobo.
so. I
He
think
fought
so.
Lobo
He
in
fought
DC.
Lobo for sure.
See.
Santa versus Lobo. I definitely remember seeing. I'm gonna Google this bitch right now. Santa
Look at us all just
Oh,
like
hang on.
versus
we're going on a
Lobo.
Santa
We're going
thing.
on another.
Am I getting it wrong? Here's a little.
The two brawl fearlessly, and the fight is as messy as it is brutal. Ultimately, Lobo wins by decapitating Kringle with one of his shivs. Exploring afterwards, Lobo finds Santa's naughty nice data bank and views the resource as an invaluable tool to be
Yeah, no.
squandered.
Here's a
Too
comic
invaluable.
of Santa giving Darkseid coal.
No
Interesting. I do know he's officially a Marvel character as well.
But the fact that Lobo
Wow, so
decapitates
Yep.
Santa is fucking great. To steal his naughty and nice list.
Did I get it
the general
wrong?
consensus, there's a lot of like nerd arguments on Reddit, but like they said that Krampus is a companion and a derivative of Saint Nicholas. So it's like he's a regional manager compared to Santa being the CEO. So
Krampus is getting fucked
Krampus
up.
is technically a servant of Santa.
Yeah.
And to come on your point, they
Yeah.
brought this up. The winning argument brought this up. He said that Santa walked up to Darkseid in the New 52, handed him a piece of coal, and then Darkseid ordered all his minions, including himself, to not let Santa leave alive, and Santa escaped unharmed.
Damn.
So he walked up to Darkseid, gave him a piece of coal to let him know he was a piece of shit, and then just left unharmed. So Santa is a dude. I don't know.
I mean,
man.
here's Santa. Here's Santa with the Infinity Gauntlet. He's fighting the Fantastic Four, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Professor X, and
I mean, he moves at those G-forces
Black
to deliver
Bolt.
the presents.
That's fucking great.
and he's beating all their asses.
Now, Black Bolt is
And
no
also
joke.
keep in mind that Santa is moving at this speed while carrying the gifts of all the children in the world
So-
on a sack.
So
I
he
mean,
lifts. He
Homie
lifts.
is fucking
He lifts.
omnipotent.
He may have a little bit of a beer belly, but
Yeah.
he's jacked on
I
the
mean, I don't know if he's. I mean, we're talking like literally Superman and Darkseid level fights. I mean, Santa might be able to beat Goku. I don't fucking know, man. That's fast.
Santa versus Goku.
That's fast.
Somebody needs to make this.
So we
happen.
already solved the Santa versus Krampus thing. I mean, Santa might be like an Omega level threat to everything.
That's fucking.
Well, they've
that's
showed
great.
them capable in Marvel wielding the gauntlet, and then in DC, he's handing coal. He's handing coal out. So I mean,
and
In
he's
Futurama,
both.
in Futurama, every year
he's a-
everyone hides from
he's
Santa.
an evil robot.
because he's killing everybody.
He does kill everybody in Futurama. That's a great episode. That's a great fucking episode. You got to also think is Santa is the spirit of goodwill and Christmas cheer, so he can definitely pick up Thor's hammer.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
he could definitely wield Mjolnir, probably from Rune King Thor.
Being as old as he is, he's got to be enlightened. He's got to be able to have the capacity to pick up Mjolnir. I agree 100%.
he can tell who's naughty and nice. He just knows.
I
Imagine
wonder.
if
He just
Santa
knows
with,
if you're a piece of shit.
Santa with Mjolnir versus Darkseid.
Just
He'd probably kick Darkseid's ass. At
the
that
only
point.
questionable ability is toy manipulation. I mean, Santa, come
Well,
on.
well, okay, so Batman.
What are you doing, bro?
Batman would fucking lose to him because he'd manipulate all his gadgets.
Yes, yes.
If you consider
Although your
gadgets
friend that I
toys.
debated here on the fucking podcast would probably find a way for Batman to fundamentally win. That argument was fucking ridiculous.
Listen, we need to bring him back for
no, we
Santa
don't. For what?
versus Batman.
There is no fucking way. Batman's a man. He's a man.
Santa
No.
versus Batman.
No.
He will find a way to make
No.
an
He was
argument.
trying to argue semantics.
Oh,
There's
he
no
was, he
fucking
was.
way.
But he admitted
Batman-
and knew he was arguing.
Batman is a gerbil on the train track, and fucking Superman is the goddamn bright line. That's it. Like you're saying, can the gerbil beat the bright line? He can't.
Right.
He fucking
Right.
can't. He's
Yes.
stuck on the
And-
track.
And to be fair, that gerbil lives in Florida, so fucking
No.
the bright line is hitting multiple
Yeah.
gerbils.
The bright
a
line
year.
is a
And
monster.
let's be honest, the new Brightline, it's hit several cars already. this year since they reopened up that
But
new
is
line.
it the
God
Bright
bless it.
Line's fault? Or
No,
is it the
it's
fault
not.
of these fucking
A train is
morons?
coming.
Listen.
Fucking stop.
The train moves in a certain area. There's only one spot where that train can harm you. And it's not like the train makes a left on fucking on on
There are
Job
signs.
Road. It doesn't
There
do
are
that.
lights. There are sounds. There
There
Ding,
are
ding,
guard
ding, ding,
gates that come
flashing
down.
lights, bars.
Yep.
If you get hit by the train, you are a fucking moron.
You are. You are.
Plain and simple. There's no way to put it. Like
But you still see those assholes. Like you get to the light and they just want to get one in front of you.
Yeah.
And then
you
they're-
still see people that walk
then
up
they're-
there.
What are you doing? You fucking
Yeah,
moron.
I go
There's
over the
people that-
tracks every day, and every day I know I need to stop if I don't see enough room for me to get to the other side of the tracks. And you'll stop, and you'll see people next to you stopped on the actual tracks where there's not enough room to move forward in either area, and now they can't back up because this other asshole pulled up behind them.
Yep.
And all you gotta wait for is the one day where the arms start coming down. Nobody's got any fucking where to move except backwards
Yep.
into oncoming traffic.
It's like I don't fucking. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's like getting your penis circumcised at the age of 40. yeah,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
That is the equivalent.
I don't understand how people can get hit by the fucking bright line. I mean, but then again, I don't understand how these people walk up to like Buffalo in like Yellowstone and take a selfie
to
with
take
it.
a selfie. Or
It's going to kill you.
yeah.
Did
or they-
you, did you
going
see
to
it? They
kill
were
you.
bringing their kid up close to take a picture.
I mean,
Gets launched.
the
Like,
only-
what the fuck are you doing?
what do they call that? Survival of the fittest?
yeah,
Or,
actually, yeah. It's
what's
um,
the other thing? The
natural selection.
natural selection.
And
yes.
that's why I don't feel too bad. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, man murdered by buffalo in Yellowstone. And it's,
It's
like,
like-
well, how'd he die? Oh, he walked up to it and tried to pet it. Oh, well,
Yeah.
then fucking
We
die.
can, that bloodline should end there.
It
that's,
should.
That's what should happen.
And it comes back to this thing I constantly talk about, and it's wolves at the edge of the village. It comes back
Yes.
to wolves at the edge of the village.
Yes.
We live in a day and age where there's no longer wolves at the edge of the village.
Yes.
And these people would die back in the day.
Yeah.
Because we would all live in a village together.
Yes.
You'd be like a merchant, I'd be a woodcutter, you'd be a blacksmith.
Yes.
And we would say, hey, Tim, don't go to the edge of the village. There's wolves. Okay. And he'd walk out there, they'd rip him apart. What happened to Tim? Oh, he was eaten by wolves.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
that's it.
More
And-
steak for me.
Right. Now we don't. Now we can break his house up and we
Yep.
can divide the resources we would
Told
give to
them
him.
not to go out there, and he walked out there anyway. So
Yeah,
you know,
we live
shit
in a
happens.
we live in a day and
The
age where there's
Spartans
no
had
longer
it right,
wolves.
right?
There's
They
none.
would discard the children that no longer needed. When they were born, they were like, "This one looks a little funky."
Oh my God!
And they chuck it off of a mountain.
No, that
and
was-
only the
that's-
warriors
that's a-
survive.
That's a little closer to eugenics than it is to
Yeah.
letting the dum dums.
Yeah.
Oh, look, see, you
sure
offended
you're
the
not-
ghost. The
you
ghost left.
You sure?
The ghost
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. He's like, it's getting a little too German in here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta fucking head out.
Fuck out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
These guys are cool.
you scared
so
the
that
ghost of-
motherfucker started talking about the Spartans.
You scared the ghost of
Chucking
Christmas present
babies.
away. He was like, fuck this. He's like, this guy's talking about the fucking Third
They
Reich.
were
I
just
gotta
like,
get outta
Val
here."
Kilmer, kick him off the mountain. No more.
Val Kilmer, I'm sure, was born fine. Come on, man. He's not doing too well now, but, you know, there's factors. There's other factors that lead into this.
Oh man! Every so many years, you need to be reevaluated. I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yeah.
As a human being,
Yeah.
and then there's a cliff or the edge of the edge of the forest where the wolves are, and they say, you know, maybe you should go a little further.
Well, yeah, because we just live in a society nowadays where you can be spoon-fed. You can be a complete
Yeah.
fuck-up idiot, and you somehow make it.
And you
and
can
you may not. You may have a piece. You know, you may have like a horrible life where you live in Section 8 housing and
Yep.
blah blah. But there's systems in place to keep you going.
Yeah.
So they like try to make it harder to get killed, but people still walk in front of the fucking bright line.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's so hard to die.
You still have
honestly.
to say to not put a toaster in the bathtub
Yes,
with you.
there are
Yeah.
so
Laptop,
many
what have you.
safeguards, and if you're still dying, you're a fucking idiot. But this brings me to something that I seen online that you need to go watch. It's about a dummy that is, I believe, like named Finland or Finley or something like that. But he's
Yes.
he's
I know what you're
Chucky,
talking about.
who can't quite kill anybody.
He can't kill anyone.
No, so he's
He
just
throws a toaster in the
he's just a
bathtub. It's not
nuisance.
plugged
The
in.
The girl
entire
kicks him
time.
and walks away. And
Yes.
she, yes.
He's worthless. He's worthless.
It's Chucky as if you treated Chucky like a 10-pound
Yeah.
stuffed doll.
Like
Where
he's trying to put the poison in the food. She keeps slapping his hand. Stop it.
He puts the
Fucking
bag
stop.
over the guy's head and he's like, "Are you done yet? Are you done?" He's like, "Knock it off, you fucking idiot."
Well, you got to think. I mean, if a guy's soul was in a doll and the doll was moving, like, does the doll I mean, what's the muscle structure here?
Yeah, it's
Like, you have the
shit.
strength of a full-grown
It's
man
shit.
in a body. Like,
Literally a set of matches thrown the wrong way can end that doll's life.
absolutely. I'm not losing a fist fight to Chucky. I'm not.
No.
And another thing is like look at a zombie apocalypse. Like the longer it goes, like when the zombie rots and has muscle atrophy, eventually it's gonna be really weak.
Yeah, no matter what's moving
and it's
the
not
muscle,
gonna be able to chase you. It's gonna fall
at a
apart.
certain
It's
point, when
sheer
there's not enough
numbers.
muscle or connective tissue, it's got no ability to move anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you see people tear their ACLs and shit walking down steps. I mean, imagine rotting for a couple of years. I mean, you're not going to be very dangerous.
Yeah,
You're
that-
not.
I know a couple people like that rotting.
I feel like I'm rotting every day. I'm rotting as we speak.
Really,
Yes,
after a
yes.
couple of
Live on
days,
air.
they should be pretty well not functioning.
Yes.
Right. And I think that was like one of the things with 28 Days Later. Like they in that zombie universe, like they started to degenerate quick. Those zombies could even die of hunger.
That's why they were running
So,
fast. They needed
yeah.
to move because they had a limited time.
yeah, those zombies were like starving to death in months. Like, it was-
Consume
it
or
was over.
die.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck zombies.
Well, I tell you what, if
You
it actually
would.
happened,
You would fuck
if
a
it actually
zombie?
happened, I don't know if I would,
Uh-huh.
but it would definitely happen. It would definitely happen. You telling me there wouldn't be someone around that would knock the zombie's teeth out and keep it locked in a basement?
There
You
was-
fucking tell me.
There was a
We've had
person.
people on the podcast that would do that. So.
There was a
Oh,
person in
we
Britain
do.
We have.
We have.
We
who recently was caught.
Shay.
He was an
Matt.
electrician, and he kept going back into the morgue in the hospitals.
Oh no, Kill Bill.
And having his way, and had body parts at home, and all the other kind of things that
Ed Gein.
fucking weird
That
people
is a
like that.
sickness. That
That's
is a
well, they're
sickness.
right up there with pedophiles. You know what I mean? You just gotta,
Yeah.
just kill them. I mean, necrophiliac, pedophiliac, whatever.
Put them all
man.
on an island together and let them sort it out.
The people that fuck the kids and the people that fuck the dead. I mean, that's a pretty bad island. What would you call that island?
Fuckboy Island.
That's not a title. No.
Thank you for joining us at Yourself a Kingdom podcast. Hey, we
Wait
just
a
want to
minute.
say
An island of pedophiles called Fuckboy Island?
He just got it.
No! No! Oh! Merry Christmas! Merry
Merry
Christmas!
fucking Christmas.
From the Soul of a Kingdom podcast.
Yes,
to
thank you
all
for
of
joining us.
Oh
Yes,
my
yes.
God.
We will be back next year, and we're going to continue the antics, even step it up a little bit, and have some more guests, some of your favorites. And
One of us is getting a sex change.
Eddie.
Congratulations, Ian. You got the long hair already, sir.
I'm far too manly. Far too. You see all
so
this
soft,
facial
though.
hair?
You're so
I mean,
soft.
if we had to pick one of the three of us, two of us could grow a beard. By default, we are the winners.
Whatever.